What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm super excited to be bringing you guys a brand new challenge video. Today, I'm going to challenge you to take on the Roto Lotto challenge, and what that is going over to the Roto Lotto and getting a match on a Pokemon, and then forcing yourself to build a team around whatever Pokemon you match with the Roto Lotto. The only thing you actually need to play in the Roto Lotto challenge is having ID numbers that can guarantee a match on anything. So that's having the last digit of whatever your ID numbers be, that 1 through 9. So I guess 0 through 9. If you have at least 0 through 9 or a bunch of Pokemon from a bunch of random trainers, you will be able to compete in the Roto Lotto challenge, and I implore you guys to actually compete in it and let me know what Pokemon you match with. That is the question of the day. So let's actually just start this off. Let's see what I match with, and the challenge of the Roto Lotto challenge is challenge yourself to build a team that highlights that Pokemon. And I will say one last little rule is, let's say I match with a Squirtle, you're allowed to use any evolutionary Pokemon in that line. So I could use Blastoise, or if I wanted to, I could even use like an Eviolite Wartortle, going a little bit of a Moxie boosted special. So let's see, what are we gonna match with? We're gonna try the Lotto ID. You know, that's one thing we always do. It's a main feature of my channel on Twitch TV/THATSAplusONE. Let's see what we match with. Survey says, let's save our progress. Wish me luck. Hopefully it's a restricted, right? Even if it's not, I'll be able to add one. But let's go. We're gonna be playing some VGC battles with whatever Pokemon we match with. 86504. Let's see what we get. Survey says, congratulations, we match with America. Is that, I think that's actually a Ho-Oh. The last two digits matched. So let's see, America should actually be a Ho-Oh. It's funny, I had a Ho-Oh on my team. But, I think that matches with Ho-Oh. Let's actually go check, because I have a couple Pokemon that are actually named America. They're super old. So let's find the Ho-Oh whose name is America. That should be right here. So, man, I got it restricted. Yeah, 04. Remember that it was 86504. So that means that the Roto Lotto decided that I'm going to be using Ho-Oh. So how do I actually want to build a team around Ho-Oh? Let's get right into it and see if we can build something. So, funny enough, we matched with Ho-Oh. I have a Ho-Oh in my team already, so we're probably going to be using Ho-Oh. You know, it said I had to match with a Pokemon. I guess I don't think I'm deviating too much from using the already used Ho-Oh that's in my team. So let's talk about ways we can actually play to Ho-Oh's strengths. I think Ho-Oh is a very safe option in restricted formats for VGC 2020. I think when you're building teams, a lot of people always ask me, like, how do you build your teams? What do you do? What's your secret? These videos might not go super in depth, but I think one thing that every single team needs is speed control. It needs redirection. It needs potential to both set screens or deal with screens. And then you have things like intimidate support and good general typing. So let's just talk about some Pokemon that I can add. I think a good way to add both redirection and terrain control is probably adding, redirection and terrain control is adding an NDD. So we're probably going to be adding an NDD. Let's just take one of these. This is a bulkier Psychic Seeds NDD. I don't know if I want the Psychic Seeds one. I want one with Helping Hand. That sounds like a really good way to use Ho-Oh. You know what? Actually, let's think about this. There's so many different things we can do because we matched with Ho-Oh. I kind of want to use Cherrim. Because, like, I know a lot of people said, leaving comments, that they really liked Cherrim Ho-Oh. But I really think, like, Ho-Oh, we could go Ho-Oh Pex, too. That's another really good way that I like to play it. Hopefully you guys don't hate this, like, really boring, you know, me talking about everything that I can do. I actually think Porygon could go pretty good here. Let's go Porygon. Let's go a little bit Trick Roomy. Porygon's weaknesses is fighting. It's heavily mitigated by the Ho-Oh, so it's great synergy there. What else do we want to add? Let's see. Metagross could actually work really well here, too. Metagross could go super well here. Let's see. We got the Metagross. I could add a Metagross to this team. Metagross is pretty busted. I think I'm probably going to want to win the game with Perish. So, like, we could go, like, Lapras, Marowak, maybe? If we want to go Marowak to add a Lightning Rod user. Or we could even go with, like, a Raichu. I think, actually, Raichu's really nice here. Is a ground weakness, so it's mitigated by Ho-Oh. Where's my Raichu? Let's just search for Raichu. And so he's like, that's it, you build this team like way too fast. You're going way too fast. I'm not getting any of this stuff. We're literally just picking 6 Pokemon. I think that people always, when people build teams, they tend to think that like you need to be perfect on the first try. You should actually just pick 6. You should really just pick 6 and play some games, and then you'll start to find out things that are good, things that are bad. You can find out what you want to switch to make it play however you want, but the hardest part's just picking 6 and then just going into the game. So let's see, we have these 5. We have a couple ground weaknesses. We have screens potential, we have fake out potential. We don't have redirection. So do I really even need it? I think I'd like it, so I think I'm gonna add an Amoonguss. So where is my Amoonguss? Amoonguss is among us. Where is it? We're looking for Amoonguss. I think it'll be in this box. This is a box that I actually picked from a lot of really good Pokemon in that box. And note that I'm deciding to go with screens myself over, you know, an Intimidate. I don't want to activate any Defiance or anything like that. Cool. So we got Redirection. We also have heals. We have like Life Dew and Pollen Puff. We have Fake Out. We have a big Vested Mon, which we're probably going to put a Policy on this guy. Yeah, let's put a Policy on that Metagross. And I think I might actually go Brutal Swing on this Raichu. And I might take off... Am I going to take off Fake Out for Brutal Swing? I might. I could. I should. Let's think about it. Totally could. Like, I totally could. Half the time I'd be wanting to go for screens. Like, that's the reason we don't see Fake Out Grim, because half the time they get the value just going for screens. So I think I'm going to cut the Fake Out for Brutal Swing. And then maybe just cut the Volt Switch for Nuzzle at that point. Now, do I really want Nuzzle? That clashes with my TR. Man, this Metagross set does not have Protect. Do we want to add Protect? I think I'll add Ice Punch there instead of the Bullet Punch. So we just need to make slight changes, obviously. So add Brutal Swing here for Fake Out. That set's great. We're going to win a lot of games with off Perish. Add Ice Punch here. This set works, and this set works. We're a little bit weak to Intimidate, but I think that like Ho-Oh just kind of grinds people out. So let's go. Let's add some moves here. So Brutal Swing's going to be going up. I think Raichu gets Brutal Swing, right? That sounds like a really cool play. Brutal Swing. Awesome. So we can enable our Metagross with this. I wonder, I'm going to keep the Volt Switch. I think Volt Switch is actually still really nice. And then Ice Punch on Metagross. I think this Metagross already had Ice Punch, like, usable. Perfect. So I should just be able to relearn Ice Punch. Just kidding. I lied. I think Bullet Punch is really nice. I think Ice Punch is actually still pretty good, though. There's a lot of things worth hitting with Ice Punch. Actually, do I want Ice Punch? Like, what other moves could we put in this Metagross? We could put a Zen Headbutt. I think Zen Headbutt's pretty good. But Ice Punch hits Lando. We can just hit Lando with a Steel Spike, though. You know what I mean? That's... Maybe I just keep the Bullet Punch. Bullet Punch is actually really, really good. What do we want to put on this Metagross? We have a lot of room, too. Like, we put the Ice Punch. We could also just put Protect on it. I think Protect's actually just nice. Let's go Protect. I'm looking at all these different crazy moves. We can just put Protect on it. Protect is a really nice move, especially if we're playing with Perish. Look at me, making the right plays. You need Rock Slide to deal with other Ho-Ohs and other flying types. Like, we can Rock Fall, like, most things that are flying, so that's why we don't really need Ice Punch. I've always said that. Like, you don't really ever need Rock and Ice attacks. So, yeah, we got a full team right here. I think it's a pretty nice-looking team. I think that's a pretty cool-looking team. I don't actually want the Nuzzle on the right shoe. I'm going to keep the Volt Switch. Just got to make sure, one last thing, make sure all of your Pokemon have Dynamax Candy and the ranked battle marks. So, looks like we're ready for ranked battles. Maiden Sword and Shield, ranked battle mark, Maiden Sword and Shield, Maiden Sword and Shield. And we got this is the event Amoonguss, so we know we're good. And we got candy on all of them. Let's go play some games. Let's go right into it. In the very first episode of the Roto Lotto Challenge. All right, so we're going to our very first game. We see Shadow Rider. Yo, how about you say hello to my little friend Ho-Oh? I think Ho-Oh is amazing here. Ho-amazing. I also think we just Trick Room him. I actually think we're going to Trick Room. So we're going to go Porygon. Do I want to go like Porygon Metagross? I actually think Porygon Metagross, and if we just Protect, he'll proc our Policy for us. And then we go Ho-Oh in the back, and I think we bring Lapras just to go for, I don't think they're bringing Lapras. I don't think they're bringing Zapdos, because, like, we can just switch in our Raichu and Lightning Rod him away. I also really would like Amoonguss here, but I think we're going to be fine without it. We're going to try our best without the Amoonguss here. Wish us luck. Here we go. Again, we want Perish to be one of our late game win conditions, but also like Lapras is pretty good against things like Guzzlord. It's pretty good against Whimsicott. I'd say Lapras is even pretty good against like Shadow Rider. It's great against Zapdos in certain situations. So we're locked in. We're waiting for them. I wonder if they have like the taunt play on the Whimsicott. We'll see, because like if they want to open up Whimsicott Shadow Rider and they taunt our Porygon, we might have to deviate from our initial strategy, right? We might have to actually just like foul play the Shadow Rider right off the bat. I wonder if foul play even KOs Shadow Rider. I'm going to take this time to look up Shadow Rider's attack. I want to see if foul play is a guaranteed KO, or if like maybe we should be using Shadow Ball or something. Shadow Rider has 85. It's 4 times super effective, it should KO. Yeah, we'll see. All right, very first game. I'd say Shadow Rider is probably a pretty decent match for Ho-Oh, though. The only issue is if they weave Metagross, that's them telling me that Metagross has a rock attack. Whenever you're playing with Ho-Oh, this is a general rule of thumb. If they weave with something that can have a rock attack, it will. Wow, I can't believe they just led Zapdos. That's completely fine, though. I think we just want to set TR. We just want to set TR, and then let's see. Oh, cool, it's not static. That's actually really good to see. And I love a special attack proc. Yep, value. Perfect. This is a great situation to be in. We're not going to be maxing this first turn because we don't want to get like eject button, whatever. We're just going to go for a Trick Room. I think going for Trick Room, even if they have like taunt, I think that's still fine. I think I'm going to protect because I think they might max flare my Metagross. And I would love to soak that flare, get a policy proc, set my TR. Again, we're hoping that they don't have taunt on the Whims. They might even be going for like a switcheroo onto the Porygon to be able to take away my Eviolite, but who really knows? I think the fact that we still have our Ho-Oh, we're not wasting our max early, we're going to be in for a good time. If they want to start airstreaming here, they're in for a bad one. Let's see. I think taunt is pretty standard at this point, but I don't want to, you know, reveal too much. They're taking a big timer though. They're waiting us out. So they are maxing. Let's see if they're actually going for like a max lightning in the Metagross, or if they're going for like a max flare in a Metagross, which I think is very, very standard, I would say. I'd say it's a very standard way to play it. So let's see. I'm going to take a nice sip of my beverage. Let me get some water. Guys, this is a daily reminder. Drink some water. Stand up straight. Yeah, stand up straight, drink that water. Alright, so Protect's up. And Tailwind. Whew. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't think that that's optimal. And a Lightning. Cool. It sucks we're not activating our policy, but also we didn't take any damage with Metagross, so that's great. I think we just go for a Rock Ball, and I wonder if I should recover here. Because I think like as he doubles into my Porygon this turn, he will be able to take it out. But I wonder if I can actually take out the Zapdos if I double into it. I think recovering is a good play. I think preserving our Porygon is going to be how we win the game. And I think 2 Rock Balls can do it on this Zapdos. We have 33 seconds. I actually want to check one thing and make sure I'm using the right Metagross. I just grabbed a random Metagross from one of my boxes. I just want to make sure that it's the Metagross that has... Cool, I'm using this one. Awesome. I have a Metagross that has a lot of speed, and I'm just happy to see that this one is not it. So we're going to Rock Fall up. Yo, I could like foul play my own Metagross to proc my policy. Hit that Zapdos, that'd be sick. But I don't think that's the play. Yeah, I actually think they might go for like a D-Gleam or something with like the Whimsicott to chip our Porygon just a little bit, and then the secondary, you know, Max Lightning after the Whimsicott chip might just do a little bit too much to our Porygon. So I want to be able to get that recover and just retop ourselves off. If we need a little bit extra damage, we can go for like a Tri-Attack next turn. And we are going to be breaking the Whimsicott Sash with a Rock Ball this turn, so that's really, really nice. So let's see what they're using. They're not using Life Orb Zapdos. It might be one of those vested Zapdos that are pretty popular right now. So we'll see what we can get done here. Hopefully it's not like a Policy Zapdos. That'd be nuts. So big Zapdos. Big damage being taken. That looks like it should be enough damage for us to get a secondary KO. With like, you know, a second Rock Ball next turn. So far I've made all the right plays. Max Flare. There's the Flare. We knew he had it. So he's proccing our Policy. He's doing a lot of damage, but not an unlimited amount. I want to see if he... Oh, he crits us. That had to be a crit, by the way. Because like I said, he's not orbed. That sucks. That does suck that he gets that. Hopefully the Wims isn't going into our Metagross as well. We'll see. Trick Room or Trick Room. Okay. That's actually fine. We just need to max guard and we need to max guard. And is it leftovers? Okay. Trick Room Wims is so sousy. Let me actually think about how I want to play this. Because, like, we can go max guard Trick Room again. This is also his last turn max. We know he has the heat. I'm actually just going to go for a Tri Attack, and hopefully he Trick Rooms my Trick Room. What a PogChamp play. Like, he Trick Rooms his own Trick Room, expecting me to Trick Room again. That'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. There's the max 4. We're going to block that one up. Show me that Trick Room, Chief. He is Trick Rooming. Cool. So he's going to set Trick Room for us. Thanks, fam. He thought I was going to Trick Him again. Nope. We keep him honest. We keep him honest. And the Zapdos is now out of max turns. I actually want to say I think that we can get a KO with Tri Attack here. And we just hit the Wims. I think we actually double into the Wims, if I'm being completely honest. We'll lose the Metagross if we double into the Wims. Do I even really want Trick Room up against this guy, though? I do. So, like, we need to double into the Swims right now. Yeah, I think it's still the right play. It's a hard call to make, but, like, yeah, because the Zapdos is going to be able to get a big Heat Wave off. It's going to be able to kill the Metagross, but, like, I feel that just getting this thing off the board, playing through Sash, getting a defense booster on Porygon for a little later on the matchup, it's going to be worth it. It also forces them to, like, maybe they're Thunderbolt in the Metagross, but, like, if they're going to go for the Heat Whip, it forces them to hit it. So if they want to be greedy about it, this is value for us. So Wims goes down. There's the Heat Whip. Again, it forced him to hit those moves. Porygon's going to be still pretty fine. We can still hit that Zapdos next turn and be in a great spot. We also have our Ho-Oh coming out this turn. He set the Sun for us. We're in a great spot there. We've killed one Mon, which means if we take out the Zapdos, I'm pretty sure we just win with, I'm pretty sure we'll win with just Perish Song. So we're in a great spot. So Ho-Oh's going to come out here. And let's see. Let's see if Ho-Oh is the sauce. Metagross versus Ho-Oh. Yo, please. Please. Let me actually think about how I want to do this. We have a defense boost on our Porygon. I don't want to foul play that Metagross because I'll proc his Policy. I'm going to Tri Attack the Zapdos to put us within 2-shot range and go for a Sacred Fire because I think Sacred Fire can KO the Metagross. Boosted by the Sun, I think it can. Battle's canceled. He just scooped. He knew. He knew that the Roto Lotto challenge made the best team ever. It beat a team that was, like, actually made to play on ranked. That's completely just the best thing I've ever seen in my life. All right, our next game looks to be going up against Ice Rider with Gigas. Okay. Porygon seems great here. Porygon Metagross seem really great here because I just give my whole team defense boosts. So yeah, I really like this board. We don't really need fake outs from Raichu. Setting screens would be okay, but it's not, like, mandatory. I feel like losing a Mon for setting screens is not optimal. Like, if I were to just go white screen, I'd be sad. So a Moongus can be okay because if they set TR, we're going to underspeed literally everything. And then we bring the Ho-Oh. So we're not going to be able to win with Perish this game, but I do think against, like, Ice Rider, Hat, even a Regigigas, for example, I think Ho-Oh is going to be a very, very good Mon to keep on board. And they don't have any Intimidates, so we're in a super good spot here. They don't have any real ways to set screens unless they want to go, like, screens Entity, which I think more people, now that, like, Entity Hat is, like, so common, I think we should start seeing more screens Entity. It's such a good set. Like, Light Clay Entity sounds bust. Let's go into it. What are they leading with? They're going Weezing, Regigigas? What do you got? Please no. Oh, gosh. They want it right off the bat. Now, let's think about this. I want to get my TR up. Like, I want them to slow me down, and they can't slow the Metagross. Actually, you can. I have Clear Body. Slow me harder. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Trick Room, and I think I'm just going to go for a Steel Spike in that Weezing. It might be Sash Weezing, but I think the Sash is more commonly used on other Pokemon on that team. And if they want to taunt the Porygon, like, it's probably okay, right? Maybe they might even switch away the wheezing and let me get my download proc, so I can be strong. I think Metagross is so good in this format. It's one of the few Pokemon that can kind of hang with the restricteds, similar to Regigigas. Regigigas should be restricted by itself. We are the first ones maxing, which means either he's A, not maxing the Gigas, or B, it's slower than my Metagross. And that would be weird. I just think he's not maxing that Gigas. We'll see. Maybe he's just going for like a double protect this turn to scout out. But like, I just want my defense boosts. He's going for a knockup into my Porygon. Smart. So then he'll max next turn, but like, I just want my TR, you know? So Steel Spike, let me get that. Turn around and let me hit that. Big damage. Whew, we just took out the Weezing! We just took out the Weezing! He wasn't Sash. I bet he didn't see that one coming. I think he thought I was going to play defensive. I think he thought he was going like knock off taunt, and I would play defensive, but I was not. I'm not afraid of you, Regigigas. He's like, what if I just went Max Quake? It's like, well, then I just would have got a weakness policy. And he's like, well, then what if I was Sash? It's like, well, I did set Trick Room. So it's like, we'll see. We'll see. And the Trick Room is now up. I guess the Regigigas is slower than me, but he's also like quite weak. And we gave our Porygon a defense boost, so it mitigates the fact that we lost our Eviolite. And you may be thinking like, you just Trick Roomed the Hatterene Glacial whatever bro team. I still think we're gonna be fine. I still think we're gonna be okay. Like, show me that Glacial bro. Yeah, show it to me. I think we can just nuke it. Because our Porygon has a really cool move. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called Foul Play. Big damage about to be popping off here. Let's go. Let's go. I'm still happy I went with that Trick Room. I think that was the right play. Because, like, we didn't know if they were going to play defensive with the Weezing, switch the Weezing, do a million other things. They're going to be maxing, if they're maxing their Calyrex, I think we're in a great, if they're maxing their Gigas, first of all, they are weak, right? But if they're maxing their Calyrex, we have a defense boost on our Metagross, he's just going to be proccing our policy. And the fact, like, that he's maxing means he can't go for, like, AoE attacks either, so we're in a really good spot. You know what? Last game this worked for me. I'm drinking some water. This worked really well for me last time. Foul Play under speed. Look at that value. That's a lot of damage. Probably going to proc a policy on him, though. Uh-oh. I don't know. Can you one-shot my Metagross at +1 now? Steel Spike. Oh! He's hitting the Porygon. We take those. This is going to do a lot. This is going to do a lot. And then we just bring out our Amoonguss and we get to sleep him. Get to go. Good night. Good fight on this guy. Let's see what the Regigigas is doing. If he's knocking off me, that's so value for me. Please knock off me. Please knock off me with your Regigigas. Yes! Yo, you're not the only one that knows how to proc a weakness policy, Chief. The water! It was the water! I mean, I should just slam water 24/7. Every single time I take a sip, it just fills me with insane RNG energy. That's nuts. Alright, so I think we're in a great spot here. We're just going to sleep the, we can use both these. And we're just going to with the Amoonguss. Amoonguss the Festive, because it's the event Amoonguss. Alright. So we're just going to Spore here. Remember, we're using an Iron Ball set, so we are slow. We could probably actually get the KO with a Pollen Puff. Don't want to risk it. I think it's better to go for the Spore. And let's see. Just going to put more Steel Spikes into that Giga slot. Let's see if you run. Show me that cancel. We take those wins. Oh my gosh, this team is amazing. This team is so busted. And it's all, like, the reason we were able to realize how busted this team was is because of the Roto Lotto challenge. So I challenge you guys to take on the Roto Lotto challenge for yourself in your own games. Let me know if you win and let me know what Pokemon you match with, because that's where the fun really lies, is seeing the RNG given to you by the Roto Lotto. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this one featuring the Roto Lotto challenge in the future. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.